Let's solve some of the questions from your NTA NET geography paper. Now most of the questions were basic, but you need to have in-depth knowledge to help understand and answer these questions. Now this question is pretty simple. This asks for the cloud level in an upward sequence. So the lowermost clouds are stratus, then cumulus, then alto, and then cirrus. So you have 1, 2, 3, and 4 as the right option that would be here. As you can see, cumulus, stratus, then cumulus, then alto, and then cirrus. So that is the correct sequence that we see. The next is thermal infrared energy in remote sensing is sensed through radiometers. It can neither be seen by human eyes nor can be photographed, because what is this thermal infrared? It's basically heat. So heat is invisible to our eyes but can be detected by our skin. So radiometers are one that can detect the thermal infrared radiation, and they usually are in the range of 3 to 8 to 13 micrometers, and usually that is where the remote sensing applications can detect. But the thermal infrared radiations are between 3.5 to 20 micrometers. So that is the range which we call as heat, and this is the thermal infrared energy. The next is, so here we have both the statements as the correct option, and the reason actually is the right basis for the assertion. The next is, which of the following rivers does not flow through Himachal Pradesh? Now as you can see, all these are tributaries of Indus River. Now Jhelum is the river that originates from Jammu Kashmir directly moving into Pakistan. The rest of those originate from Himachal Pradesh or crosses Himachal Pradesh. So that is the right option. So Jhelum becomes the right option here. The next is, when it is vertical sunshine at noon, you have the same surface area that would be covered by the incoming solar beam. So if it is 1 centimeter width, it would be 1 centimeter width, because at that time you have the minimum shadow, and the incoming solar radiation actually covers the same area. The next is, match the landforms and the denudation processes. So you have monad rocks. Now monad rocks are seen in river topographies, because this is something that was discussed in the Davis cycle. Blind valleys are seen in groundwater. Drumlins are examples of the glacial depositions, and dry canters seen in the windy areas. Now these are the landforms that we have discussed in our fluvial glacial classes and the crust topography separately. A very fundamental question. You must know the landforms, the erosional and the depositional landforms, often asked in your examination. The next is, Fundamental of Ecology was written by Odum, a very important and basic text. Similarly, Geology of India by Vadia is a very basic text that you must know. Dams and Earthquakes by Rastogi and Gupta, and India's Water Wealth by K.L. Rao. So these are some of the correct matches for the books and the authors that are there. Now founder of scientific marine meteorology is Matthew Fountain Moray, and he was also known as naval meteorologist, or the father of modern oceanography, or the scientist of seas. So those were some of the designations associated to him. Shepard was considered as a marine geologist. So that is the major difference that you see here. A two-dimensional diagram is also known as an area diagram. So this could be having a length and a width. So square, circle, pie chart are some of the examples of a two-dimensional diagram. One-dimensional includes bar graph. Two-dimension, as we said, square, circle, and rectangles. Three-dimension, you have cube, cylinder, spheres, and then you also have the pictograms that are there. Which of the following is an example of nodal region? Now nodal region is a region which is also known as a functional region, a polarized region, and this is the region where you have an independent node which is surrounded by the subordinate node, and these subordinate nodes are dependent on the independent node. So national capital region is a good example of a nodal or a functional region. The next is, which of the following is not a component of the Darwin's theory of origin of species? Now Darwin's theory focused on natural selection, survival of fittest, and adaptation. Natural hazards was not discovered in the Darwin's theory. So Darwin on his ship HMS Beagle went to the various islands, and two of the important islands were the Galapagos Island, and then you had the Great Barrier Reef, and at both of the places he was trying to understand the biodiversity, and his relations were closely knitted with understanding and developments in geography. So natural selection, adaptation and survival of fittest were some of his key points that we need to understand. Darwin's theory was an important landmark in the origin of geographical thought, which we have covered in a separate lecture. For the complete questions that had appeared for your 2020 examination, check out the link below. Have a wonderful day ahead.